Hey, good afternoon, TikTokers. This is Moondog here. Wanted to bring you abreast on something that just occurred here recently. Friday, the 29th, July, 2022, the House passed a bill banning modern day assault rifles here in country. Uh, in particularly the AR-15. That is what they consider to be a modern day assault rifle. Did you know that in the 1700s, mid 1700s, that the musket was considered the assault rifle of their time, and it was the weapon used to fight wars, to include the Revolutionary War, which we fought in the 1700s. In 1774, the British attempted to ban muskets from being imported into the 13 colonies. Uh, and then in 1775, they attempted to confiscate what muskets were already here in the 13 colonies. And by 1776, we were at war against Britain just over those types of issues. You know, you give government an inch and it will take a mile, because absolute power just automatically corrupts. And unless we keep them in line, they will become despotic and tyrannical. Okay, and it's proving itself over and over again and again in modern times, with the infringement upon our Second Amendment rights. And the Second Amendment was put in place to allow us to be armed so that we can defend ourselves against a tyrannical government. But yet, and that means we should be able to be armed with the same weaponry that the government uses, so that we stand a chance to stand up against them in the event that they do become tyrannical. And that is the case. It was Thomas Jefferson, and I will read this to you. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. What do you think he was talking about? This very thing is happening with us here today. When government becomes tyrannical, there is the strong possibility that we, the people, if we intend to keep our rights, are going to have to take up arms and go against them. The shedding of blood. Okay? Nobody wants to see that happen, but it happens, because that is typically what happens with any government that you give too much power to. Uh, you know, therein kind of marks the difference between strong men and weak men. You know, hard times create strong men. Strong men create easy times. Easy times create weak men. And weak men, again, create hard times. And that's where we are at today. We are in the midst of hard times again because of weak men in our society. Okay, when will we stand up? We must rise up. Okay, we have to create a nation of warriors, and not weak-minded men, and not the cowardly parasites that sit on the fence and allow themselves to be dependent and enslaved by government. Uh, Several weeks ago, I would have said that the time is coming, or the time is very soon, where we are going to either have to choose to take a knee or to take a stand. Well, that time is here now, guys. As of Friday, July 29th, 2022, it is time to pick a side and get in the war. And that's just what we're going to have to do. There's no other option. Think about it. We will have in America what we allow, and we will deserve what we tolerate. When your grandson, years from now, asks you, well, Granddad, why didn't you get involved? Why didn't you take a stand? What's going to be your excuse?